And go. How's your retirement accounts doing? I figured I'd make a video. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. If you take financial advice from a fat guy with a mustache on YouTube, then you're going to lose all your money. But I watched a video from Jack Morgan. He's a comedian. He also has a YouTube channel, and he does like these societal videos where he's kind of showing how people react to different things, and it's a really good channel, and it's a lot of stuff about, like people's, triggered about this or that and the other thing. And he had somebody on not on, but he featured I think it was a TikTok video of a guy that's like freaking out about his 401k crashing, and I commented in the comments of his video. I said, well, why don't you just take your 401k and move it to cash? And I think there might be, and I'm not really an expert on 401ks either. I know about IRAs. My last 401k I had was probably like 20 years ago, and then when I left that company, it had to be converted to a regular IRA. But I'm pretty sure you can contact the administrator of your 401k and say, hey, I want my account out of the market, like into either bonds, or I don't know if you can do cash anymore. I think they might have gotten rid of the cash option for 401ks in the great financial crisis, because they want your money. I mean, when the market goes down, somebody's getting your money. It's not just evaporating. People like me that are shorting the market now are taking money from people that are just buy and hold, or time in the market's better than timing the market, but that's not always true. Look at the people that invested in the Nikkei. I mean, they're finally at break even from their original investment in 1987, I think. Imagine investing in the market in 1987, and today you've just broke even. It was like probably last month or something like that. I don't invest in the Nikkei, but I'll put a link to Jack Morgan's video down below so you can check it out. But I thought a lot of people don't talk about like options. People just look at their accounts and go, well, it's just going, all my retirement's crashing and I'm going to be penniless. I moved all my IRAs out of the market like over 2 years ago. So I'm the idiot that missed out on all these gains for the last, 2 years. But I'm 56 years old, so I'm not worried about gaining. I'm not worried about like investing in the stock market and have it go up, because I just want to keep what I have. I just want to keep mine. And I saw financial trouble coming in the markets, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable with leaving it in the market. So I moved all my IRAs into cash. I just contacted Vanguard and I said, hey, I want these out of the market. And so I put them into money market accounts. So I always get money market mutual fund accounts mixed up, but money market account, so you get like 0.5% interest, and then they got rid of those, and so they have to be in brokerage accounts, so they had to move it into a trading account, so I can actually get in and out of the market, kind of like your Schwab or TD Ameritrade account. But yeah, I did that a couple years ago, and I missed out on all those gains, and I guess I'm the fool, but I'm fine. I'm 56. I want to keep what I've earned. And so I figured I'd just bring up a couple points. If you're worried about it, you can move aside. And people always stress about the FOMO. They're worried about, but I'll miss out on the gains. I missed out on 2 years of gains. Do I care? I don't care. I don't care that I missed out on 2 years of gains, because I've been working for 40 years. A couple of years of gains, I just, it's nothing. So one thing I did in that video that Jack Morgan features is the guy that was ranting and going nuts was saying, should I just take my 401k money out? Just pay the penalties, pay the fees, and just get my cash out so it's safe. And I'm like, I don't think you need to do that. I know with IRAs you don't. I mean, you don't want, why would you pay the fees? Just move it into cash. Because what are you going to do with the cash? Unless you have to pay off, debt, if you're upside down in credit card debt and stuff. But one thing I thought I'd mention is with Roth IRAs in particular, if you've been, let's say you put $10,000 into your Roth IRA 10 years ago, and it's gone up so much, now it's worth $50,000, and you need some money, you can pull out your original $10,000 with no penalty, no taxes, because you've already paid taxes on that. That's the beauty of the Roth IRA, is You get your paycheck that's had the taxes taken out, and you take your money after you cash your check and you give it to the IRA company, the Roth IRA. So taxes have already been paid on it. And the beauty of the Roth IRAs is they grow in value, and when you retire, you don't pay taxes on the gains. You've already paid the taxes once on the money that you contributed to it. And a lot of people don't realize, they're like, hey, we need cash, and then they'll liquidate their whole IRA, and so they'll have to pay taxes on all the gains, and they'll probably penalties. But you can take out your original investment, and I did that when I moved across the country. I was like, I didn't want to sell too much of my gold or silver, actually mainly silver. So I was like, it's going to be about $10,000 to move across the country. So I just contacted the company that had my Roth IRA, and I said, send me a check for 10 grand. They're like, okay, here you go. $0. I paid 0 penalties, $0 in taxes. So, I mean, again, this is not financial advice, so don't do anything based on what I say, because I'm a YouTube idiot. But you can move your accounts into cash if you're worried about it. I think the market's going to go down more. That's why in my trading account at Schwab, I'm short selling everything. And I've taken so much profits from what you see. The most of the markets, the indexes are below the 200-day moving average. That means it's got downward momentum. It's bear market. Bear market means go down. So if you're shorting, then you make money as it's going down. I already talked about the no penalty fees, and learn things. I guess one of the most important things you can do is learn. I took Johnny Bravo's course. He goes by Jay Bravo on YouTube. He's got wild hair. You just Google Jay Bravo or Johnny Bravo, and it'll be the white guy, same age as me, but way better looking, with the wild hair. Subscribe to his channel, watch his videos. He's got courses. I took his swing trading course, then his bear market course, and I got halfway through his options course. I paid for all these. He didn't give them to me. And there's so much information, and I've made way more money back than I paid for the courses. I paid $200 each for them. Each course was $200. I started with the swing trading, so I could learn when to get in and when to get out. Fantastic course, and he's entertaining, so it's fun to watch, and you learn a lot. The Economic Ninja has side hustle course. I took that. Fantastic. There's so many different ways you can go with side hustles and make money when everybody else is freaking out. I took his real estate crash course. I'm preparing to start buying real estate again, and that course is going to save me a bunch of money, closing costs and fees and negotiating tactics, and I think it was bundled with a couple others like Home Seller Pro and all these other like smaller courses. And so I'm going to make way more money than that course cost. I think it was $200 for each one of those courses as well. And I don't mind learning things. I like to learn things. You can pay like $10,000 for, I don't know, like Meet Kevin. I think his course is like $50,000, and I don't know. Who would pay that? Just pay $200 and do something. But I'm glad that I have gold and silver. That's like the ultimate little nest egg where I don't have to worry about markets. It can go to zero. I don't care. Actually, let me show you some gold and silver, because there's probably some people that don't invest in gold and silver that might see this just in the algorithm with 401k crash. Hang on. All right, I found some silver here. There's a 10-ounce bar, 5-ounce bar. These are from First Mint. Sometimes they're the cheapest. When they have their sales, sometimes you can get their stuff cheaper than anywhere else. There's a website called findbullionprices.com. You can go on there and look for the cheapest stuff to get. There's a couple silver coins. These are pure silver bullion coins. They're 3/9 fine. 2010 Kookaburra. I bought this in 2010, and this is my channel logo actually. The 2010 Britannia, my favorite coin. Just get some new bullion coins. Buy the cheapest you can find. Clank them together. Anyway, I just figured I'd make a video just saying, hey, there's options. You don't need to be freaking out about your accounts going to zero if you just sideline them. Don't be afraid to sit on the sidelines for a little while. I think a lot of people get the FOMO, and then they end up getting ruined. I lost a ton of money in the Great Financial Crisis. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why is everything going down? I mean, should I be buying more? And it's like, no, I'm catching a falling knife. It went to crap. But silver did awesome when on the recovery, because initially silver does go down. And I don't mean don't buy SLV or the stuff in the stock market. Buy actual physical metal that you can hang on to. Anyway, what do you guys think? I mean, what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything in this market? People just like to sit around and blame, oh, it's Trump's fault or it's Biden's fault. Who cares whose fault it is? You and I have to take care of ourselves. You have to make sure you're successful. Nobody's going to save you, just you. And it doesn't matter who the president is and what's going on. As long as there's not any bombs falling around you, you'll be fine. Just learn things, put some stuff in your head, and take people's opinions and then do some research and figure your own way. Expect to self-rescue. Nobody's coming. You can do it. I know you can.